I'm out here wandering around looking for birds right now. Isn't it easy to live a lie? Oh, it's easy to lie to yourself. Live in a fantasy world. Some people do it every day. Makes them feel good, right? When times get rough, I'm gonna go live off the land. Are you now? Are you? Well, let's talk about that. Fortunately, the way my schedule works, during hunting season, I get quite a bit of time to get out and go hunting. I'm pretty fortunate in that aspect. That's what I'm doing right now, looking for birds, so I don't have to be real quiet trying to find a partridge. They have little ears. Well, do you have any idea how much time and sometimes gas I put into try to find a partridge? Normal, everyday life, you have hunting seasons for certain animals. You know, you got deer season, partridge season, bear season, turkey season, so on and so forth. You know, everything goes sideways. Seasons really ain't gonna matter. But tell you what, you shoot a deer in the middle of the summer, it's gonna taste like crap. It's not gonna be a fattened up deer. And if you're out in the middle of the willywags, how are you gonna preserve the meat? Whatever you get, how are you gonna keep that meat? Think about that. So anyway, let's continue. The hunting aspect. So you're gonna go out and live off the land. Good enough. That's your fantasy. That's your lie that you've told yourself. So you get out here in the willywags. You really have nothing else. You got yourself a rifle or two maybe, a shotgun or two maybe, and some ammo. And you're gonna live off whatever you shoot. Good enough. Well, you better be ready to get pretty friggin' hungry. So, fall turkey season, for us, for example, goes for a few more days, then it closes. Okay, good enough. I've been out quite a bit looking for turkeys. I can get 5 in the fall of anything. 5 hens, 5 toms, combinations, it don't matter. Of course, you have to do it by Wildlife Management District. I've gotten 1. I've seen others, but where I've seen them, I can't legally shoot them. Okay, fine. Again, all bets are off. You know, things go sideways. Fine. Well, still, I've bagged 1 turkey. Well, where have I seen all these other ones? It's taken travel, it's taken a vehicle, it's taken gas, right? Well, what if you don't have gas? Remember? Everything goes sideways. I'm gonna go live off the land. I'm gonna go out in the woods and live on the land. Remember that. Where's your gas station? Oh, you don't have gas, right? You're living off the land. You're not drilling a hole in the ground and getting gasoline. So, there you are, wherever you are. You built yourself a teepee. You built yourself a freaking cabin, whatever it may be. There you are, just foraging whatever you can find. So you just got to get whatever you can scrounge up. Well, you know, in the fall, this time of year, maybe you're in the area where there's ruffed grouse. We call them partridge. You get any idea when the last time was I shot a partridge? It was 6 years ago. I've put a lot of time, quite a bit of gas, miles, walking like I am now. I've been out 2.5 hours this morning. I've heard 2. Haven't shot one. I saw 2 yesterday, 2 days ago, whatever it was, something like that. I've seen them, but by the time you get a chance to get on them with a shotgun, they take off on you. You miss them. In years past, I've been out on foot, like on this road I'm on right now. You see one in the road. You shoot at it. You know you hit it. It takes off on you. You walk up, you see feathers. You look all over the place. You can't find that partridge. Okay. Well, there's a meal gone, right? What if you spend 3 or 4 hours in a day trying to get something to eat? You take a shot and you miss a partridge, or you hit it and it takes off and you find some feathers. That's pretty disappointing. Now you don't have anything. Well, maybe you got it. A partridge has some nice tasty meat. It is awesome. It tastes so good. A little bit of butter in a frying pan. Oh, good stuff, good stuff. But you know what? That'll fill you for a meal. That's it. What if you have to fill 2 or 3 bellies or 4 bellies? That little partridge ain't gonna stretch far. Okay? So maybe you need to get 3 or 4 birds a day to feed you and your family. Okay, well, what if you can't do that every day? Now what are you gonna do? Sure, you can watch hunting channels on the internet that make it look like, you know, we always go out and we're getting this and we're shooting that and we're bagging this and we're bagging that. Tell you what, it ain't always that way. And editing is a wonderful thing. When you edit a video, the creator can make it look like anything they want. You, as the viewer, only see what we want you to see. So yeah, sure, maybe some of these folks will go out and it looks like they're always getting turkeys, they're always getting partridge, they're always getting deer, they're always getting this. Well, how long does it take to do that? This video here of me walking all this time, I've been walking in the woods today. You know, actual real time of walking that I film time's probably gonna be 25 to 30 minutes of actual recording time. By the time I edit it down, I'm probably gonna cut it down to maybe 10 to 12 minutes. Okay. Of actual real walking time out here, you know, I've probably had 3.5 hours on my feet today. That doesn't include time in the truck. That doesn't include everything all inclusive today. So what you see by the time I get done editing all this doesn't include everything. You need to keep that in mind. Computer and YouTube rumble magic is not the real world. Maybe you get a good day and you can get out and really load up on something. Maybe you can find a turkey today. Okay, that'll carry you through for a little while. Maybe you can find 3 or 4 or 5, 10 partridge, something like that, within a couple day period. That'll hold you for a brief amount of time, but then you hit a dry spell. Okay. Again, how are you going to preserve that meat if it's warm out? Okay, think about that. If it's cold outside, sure, you can leave it outside and hope the predators don't get it. Remember, you're out in the sticks somewhere living off the land. So you're not going to be able to jump in your vehicle and go drive 20 miles, 50 miles, hunting for a deer, hunting for birds, hunting for whatever. You're on foot. You're going to be hunting wherever you can travel with Shoe Leather Express. And then whatever you get, you need to be able to drag that thing back to wherever you're staying. Keep that in mind. You don't have the luxury of gasoline to spare. You don't have the luxury of a vehicle to ride in. You don't have transportation other than human powered. Maybe you get a bicycle, something like that. So how's this lie working out for you once you're out roughing it for real? You see a deer, you shoot the deer. Well, guess what? Your temperatures are 50, 55 degrees. you have no refrigeration, you have no way to keep that thing cool, guess what? Your meat spoils in one day. Well, you just wasted a deer, killed the thing for nothing. You fed yourself, maybe your family for one meal, and all the rest goes to waste. Good job. Maybe you're near a pond or a river. Maybe you can catch some fish. Well, fishing is just like hunting. There's no guarantee of catching a fish. Or maybe you get one fish. Maybe you get two fish. How many mouths do you have to feed? Maybe you spend 5 hours fishing and you get one fish. Can that one fish feed 4 of you, 3 of you? Maybe you spend 3 days fishing and you get nothing. You don't know, do you? The other day, I had the morning free. So I took off in a truck. Went out on some logging roads. I bet I put on probably 60, 70 miles, something like that. I burned out some gas. I saw 2 partridge. By the time I got the truck stopped, got out, loaded this shotgun up, they took off on me. I came home empty-handed. You're not going to have that luxury when you're out there living off the land. I had some people tell me that live in more built-up urban places, we will say, that, oh, if things go really sideways, we're going to come up here into my neck of the woods. Well, I don't know where you're going to go. You know, you have nothing here. It's not going to just magically come together for you. But, you know, I guess that's the idea. And there was another person who told me, oh, you know, my wife and me, we're just going to go live off the land. You know, again, it's a fantasy. It's living a lie. They also have nowhere to go, nothing established, nothing set up. So I guess under stress and duress and things really shift sideways, everything's just gonna magically appear and happen and all come together. That should be interesting anyway. Now, I ain't gonna go telling you I'm a expert or nothing like that. But you need to apply some common sense and some logic when you think about things. If you don't have a skill set at something and you don't have it right now, you're not going to develop it when you need it. If you don't already have a place established, you're not going to be able to establish it when you need it. So for example, if you, let's say, live in an urban area and you have no property somewhere and things go sideways, you're not going to be able to just throw all your crap into your vehicle, drive out in the middle of nowhere, and put everything together. It's not going to just be a miracle and work out for you. It is not going to happen. Where are you going to get your water? Where are you going to get your food? Where are you going to have shelter? Do you think you're going to go out and just cut down a bunch of trees and all of a sudden put a log cabin together? Where are you going to get your heat? Oh, well, I'm going to burn wood. In what? You're not going to really build a campfire in the middle of your log cabin, are you? Go ahead and try that and then burn the thing to the ground. See how that works out for you. As I said, how are you going to preserve your food? Right now, I've been out here, about 3 hours now? I have nothing to show for it yet. Maybe I'll get a bird, maybe I won't. So are you willing to put in, let's say, 3 hours as of time to date right now, 3 hours of hunting and have no food to show for it? That's a lot of time wasted that you could be doing something else and have nothing to put in your gut. If you think that I am filling you full of crap, try it. With your skill set that you have now, try it. With whatever firepower you have now, try it. Save up some vacation time. Save up a month. Get 4 weeks of vacation time. Grab whatever you think you're gonna need and throw it in your vehicle. Head off in the woods. Build yourself something to live in. Hunt whatever you want to eat. Drink whatever you can find. Try it out for 4 weeks. Don't go out to the store. Don't go anywhere. You just do and use whatever you can drum up living off the land. Oh, you forgot to take a spare saw blade for your buck saw and you broke that. Well, tough. I guess you're not cutting any more wood with a saw, are you? You forgot to take a file. You forgot to take the sharpening stone. Well, I guess you're not sharpening your axe, are you? You forgot about that. A couple days into it, you're shitting your brains out. Because the water you're drinking is dirty water. And you don't have any way to purify it. Well, you didn't think about that because you're just roughing it living off the land, right? Yeah, those are all things to consider. And right now, times are good, right? Things haven't shifted south. I'm not fear-porning you. I'm not fear-mongering you. I'm just telling you how it is. It's reality. I made Eagle Scout 26 years ago. And, you know, I didn't go the way of the dumb people like Mike Bloomberg. Yeah, that moron is an Eagle Scout too. I stayed in the country and I live a real life. You see what I'm out doing. And, you know, I can hold my own. So, think about these things. You're not gonna rise to the occasion. You're not gonna come out here in the woods and all of a sudden build yourself a log house and find yourself food and get everything all together and be living a good lifestyle. If it's not all in motion right now and things aren't set in place and you don't have a skill set to be able to hunt, grow your own food, so on and so forth, you're screwed. So you need to get it together now. And if you don't, and you go out and try it, and you've watched this video, if you're freezing to death, starving to death, whatever the case may be, just think about the ugly old fat guy who told you so. That was me. Okay guys, I got lucky on the way out of here in the truck. I found one on the way out on the dirt road, and I managed to get out, get loaded, and got a shot on him. I found him in the woods. So, this is how small they are. It's a little bird. I'll dress him out and show you how much meat comes out of these things. It's not a lot. 3 hours I have put in. There he is. Finally. Today, you know, hours and hours and hours of time for that one little frickin' bird. All the hours I put in this year for that one little bird. Last year, nothing for that one bird. The years before, nothing for that one little bird. You know? So, there it is. I got this thing today so I can show you, out of all the time you can spend trying to find a small bird, small game, here's what little bit of meat comes out of this thing. So you think, oh, I got a partridge, you know, I got a big bird, right? Here's the big bird. You spend hours, fuel, right? Whatever your expense may be to get this bird. Thinking, oh, I got a meal, I can feed my family. Yep, as I was telling you in the woods. So you got your bird, right? You got it, you got your partridge. Well, we just dressed him out. There's your breastbone, right? This bird is empty. The rest of it, in there, that's guts. Ain't no point pulling that out, right? So we've got bone, guts, and feathers left. That's it. For edible, that's what you have out of a partridge. You have that meat and that meat. That's not a lot of quantity, is it? So how many people can you feed out of that one bird? That's how it goes with hunting. You're gonna have a byproduct. You're gonna have some waste.
Me?
No, you're not waste. So, you know, you can't really eat guts and you can't eat feathers. You can't eat bone. So we've taken all we can eat out of this bird. And the rest is just gonna land over here in the woods, and some other creatures are gonna get a meal. You know, they'll clean up the rest of it. So if you were just living off the land and you had no potatoes, you had nothing else, and all you could scrape up was, let's say, one partridge, and that's all you could get, those two little pieces of meat ain't gonna stretch you very far. They taste good, but that's not a lot of quantity.